Welcome to the channel, you guys. This is RR37. My name is Rich, and this is the Roma Rebrand career mode here in FIFA 21. Today's episode is going to be starting right where the previous one left off. If you haven't seen that one yet, it is up on the channel now. I'll suggest that you might want to go back and watch that one before you see the rest of this one. Spoiler alert. Yeah, we didn't do too good in the Super COPPA, the Italian Super COPPA, as you see there. We absolutely got battered by Inter Milan. So yeah, that's kind of filled me with a little bit of dread and nerves as we go into this European Super Cup against Madrid. Bianda there has confirmation he's been sold again, as well as the Super COPPA. If you haven't seen the last episode, it is definitely just worth going to watch it. We've lost some players, some big players as well, that we can't replace yet. So yeah, we almost lost more as well. So it's not been a great transfer window for us in terms of on the pitch, but of course we're trying to do something here on the pitch and off it as well. So from the point of view that I'm taking as we running this club, we've made a lot of good money. But for this guy here, the manager, it's not been great because none of that money has been reinvested on the pitch at the moment. We don't even have the facilities to do that yet. So yeah, it's going to be a struggle. Inter Milan have shown us how far back we've fallen already in the first game. But we need to put that behind us now because we are, as we speak, in the press conference for another huge game. I would love to win this competition. We did make a few changes to our lineup for Inter because we knew that this game here was a few days away. Hopefully we get rewarded for that, but I mean, the gap between us and Inter was frightening, and Madrid are going to be right up there on the same level as your Inter Milans as well. So it's going to be a mighty task to win this cup today, but I'm hoping that we can. It would be great to add this to the trophy cabinet and to start the season with yet more silverware. Even though we got trounced by Inter before that, we did win the pre-season tournament, so we're kind of 1 for 1 in cup finals at the moment this season. But you just look at what we're up against today: Vasquez, Benzema, Hazard, Valverde, Cruz, Casemiro, Mendy, Alaba, Militao, I think that's Odriozola, I can't quite tell. Courtois in goal. I mean, as they would, they're going all out for this, all out for it. So it's going to be mightily tough. We ourselves going to be matching them system-wise as well. But we've got Zaniolo out on the left, Mickey up front, Perez out on the right. We've got Veritat, Diawara and Villar. Villar might not last the whole game, I'm not too sure about that. Spinazzola left back, Jesus, Mancini, our new first choice partnership. Karsdorp out on the right and Lopez in goal. So both teams going probably as strong as they can go. Both wanting this in the trophy cabinet to begin the season. Let's jump in and find out exactly how we are going to get on. And so guys, here we go with the first game of today's episode. This is a huge one. It really is huge. Not just in terms of getting the cup itself, but after the last episode where we got battered by Inter, if we get smashed again here today, the confidence levels going into the new season, they're gonna be absolutely just shot. Oh, that was a risky pass straight away there. So yeah, for that reason as well, this is a really big important game. We can't afford to start the season with 2 bad losses. Even if we lost today but it was competitive, that'd be something. But we can't afford to take another 4-0 like we did against Inter going into the new season. That would be absolutely devastating. But we are on the front foot at the moment. We got a corner early on in the game, very nearly finding someone with it as well. Oh, I actually thought we might have won that there. He's Hazard now, not good. Vasquez picks it up, trying to pull there Jesus out of position, which he's done pretty well, but that should be, and he's Lopez's ball. So yeah, end-to-end stuff at the moment. The first 10 minutes, I think both teams just trying to find, trying to stamp their authority on the game is what I'm trying to say. Trying to find a little bit of rhythm, just trying to settle the nerves probably. It is a big game. Madrid have probably, you would say, got a lot more big game experience than what we've got, but we did play some pretty big matches last season and we came out on the positive side of most of them, so that's something to go off. But we know already that this is not the team that started or indeed even finished last season, so yeah, we've got work. We've definitely got work. I don't, in terms of performance today, expect us to have all that much of the ball. What I want to see today is us trying to not concede anywhere near the amount of chances or goals that we did against Inter. We need to be a lot more solid and try and play from there, really. Again, we've got to go against what we are probably, because the level of opposition, and it could be that we have to try and hit them in transition on a counter or win the ball high up the pitch, maybe something like that. We can't go toe to toe with them, I don't think. Even our midfield today, which is definitely our strongest position, could probably struggle. But hold on, he's Villar now. He's got to square that surely. He took a bit too long, but it doesn't matter, because Mkhitaryan has just come up with an absolute... Oh, it's a massive goal. It's not a special one, really, but... Oh, that's huge. You talk about settling nerves. Oh my days, that is huge. I thought the chance had gone once Villar had cut back onto his left foot, but Mkhitaryan arriving late, arriving unmarked. We've got our captain Veritout probably blinding Courtois a bit, if we're being fair. But that's massive for us. That is absolutely massive for us to go 1-0 up already. We've got something to hang on to now. Let's see how we get on as Madrid kick the game back off once again. That goal has definitely helped us settle into the game. We're playing a lot better now. We're much more in Madrid's half than we were. Yeah, it's worked absolute wonders. We're only 5 minutes from half time. We've not really conceded much, I would say that. Created much, sorry, I'd say that. But yeah, we're controlling the ball a lot more than I thought that we would. We're controlling territory a lot more than I thought that we would. So I'm actually really impressed with what I'm seeing at the moment and feeling much better about what's to come in the season. But we have to continue it. Madrid won't stay like this for the whole game, I wouldn't imagine. That's a great ball out to Odriozola there. He's got Spinazzola for company. Will he cross it? No, but Vasquez is offering good support there. And Benzema, I think that was Benzema, just rifled that at the goal. It might not have been him. But yeah, that would be the last action of the first half. And we go into the break with what I would say is a surprisingly good performance. Really feeling a lot more upbeat right now than I was going into this game. So hopefully we can continue that on into the second. And the second is exactly where we are now. Madrid in the first 15 minutes of this half have been stronger, as you would expect. They're moving the ball a little bit quicker, as you can see here in this little passage, and it's getting harder and harder to get near them. I expected that, but at the moment, for the most part, we've stayed in our shape, which is their shape as well, remember, so not really a whole lot of room. We're trying to stay compact, and at the moment we are repelling what they're doing, although Mendy has just completely took his man out the game there. Oh, good save, Lopez. It was offside anyway. But yeah, we're frustrating Madrid at the moment, and that's probably as good as we can hope for, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this performance has just been much better. I'm really reluctant to change anything, but starting to see some of the energy levels, the likes of Villar there. He was feeling it a little bit coming into the game. But we're winning the midfield battle right now, so I am very reluctant to change that. Maybe we could bring Cristante in the next 5 or 10 minutes, maybe, just shore things up if we can. That's a good ball, and Hazard's actually onside as well, but again, it's dealt with. Jesus, he has had an absolutely massive game at the back for us. He's been an absolute tower of strength. He's micking out, and we've got a man over. That's not the greatest ball to Zaniolo. He's left him quite a lot to do, actually. That could have been the cup and the game right there with a better pass from Veritout, which is, it's unusual to say that. He's normally on point with his passing and stuff, but it gives Madrid another chance to come forward. They're going to obviously take that, and again, fired into Kroos there, that ball. He's picked his man out. Of course he has. Oh my life, Harry Kane's on as well. I didn't even realise that, to be fair. So Benzema must have gone off, unless they've now gone 2 up front. Kane and Benzema though. Oh man, there's a ball out to the left here if it can get spotted. It has as well. Come on Zaniolo, deliver something now. On the edge of the box, just, yeah, he had chance to play someone in who was in a shooting angle there. There's 2 options for him, but took that extra touch and the chance was gone. And these are the margins against Madrid, you know. We've got to be more incisive, I would say, than that. I think that's the word. Is Odriozola now? Has Vasquez timed that run right? I think he has, you know. That flag's not gone up. This is bad, this is dangerous. And again, we managed to sort it out, but trying to play out from the back there, that was not a good idea on my part, and it's 1-1. No. Odriozola, who, by the way, he's been one of Madrid's best players. He has been up and down that flank all night long. He's delivered the majority of the time he's had the ball as well. Be a cross, a pass, or whatever. You can add goal to that now as well. He's just, yeah, we dealt with it. I should have just lumped it clear. I don't know what I was thinking there. He's just absolutely leathered that one past Lopez. Zidane's team, they're right back in the game. Ah, that's so gutting, because that is completely my fault. Ah, no, now we've got to try and win the game again. That is something that I didn't really want to have to do, if I'm being honest. We've not, in front of goal, done all that much since scoring our goal, which was way back in the first half. The important thing at the moment, I suppose now, is don't lose the game. If we've got to take it to extra time, so be it. Just don't lose the game now. That would be absolutely crushing. Here comes Mickey, just taking it back out, and yeah, I think the manager must have been thinking the same. Just don't lose the game now. And yeah, we're going extra time, guys. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted for the players, because that was completely my fault. Why did I not just lash it clear? It is what it is. You see the stats there. Like I said, again, like it was in pre-season, it's been more even, actually. I thought Madrid had more of the game than that, but no. Like I said, I was going to go with Cristante as well to shore things up, but now we need a goal. And look at what we are doing here to try and get it. We're bringing on the kids. Galani's coming on. D'Angelo comes on in midfield, and Mancini is going to come on up front, and hopefully We can do something here. This is a lot of responsibility on young shoulders. This is also our new reality at the moment, guys. This is where we are as a club, so we're going to be seeing a lot of this kind of thing, I think, going through the season. Mancini makes a good run there. He's picked out well as well, to be fair, by D'Angelino, who is quite the positive player, you know. Oh, Perez. Oh, that was so unlucky. I don't know if you heard me tap the desk then. I thought that had gone in. Oh, wow. That was so close. So close. If we can get a goal from somewhere, anywhere, in extra time, I legitimately, with how tight the game is, think that would be enough. The only problem with that is it's the same for Madrid as well. This game is so evenly matched. It's on a knife edge. And thankfully, Mendy took his time there, and you can see Zidane is really upset with him. He had so much time to hit that, but thankfully he didn't. And we live to fight another day. Got to deal with this corner now, though. I think this might go all the way out for a goal kick. It has indeed, and that's wasted some more time. Here we go, playing out from the back again, but it seems a lot safer to do so this time. Into Veritout. Gilani drops it back off to Spinazzola. Starts to make a run. Spinazzola uses him now. He's found him as well, to be fair. He's Mancini again to D'Angelo. Can Mancini get that back to him? No, but he has found Gilani, who's run into trouble. You got to wonder if Zaniolo was on there, but again, Zaniolo's come off because he's had another quiet game out on the left. I really am starting to fear for that guy, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It's telling as well, the season that he had, that nobody came in for him. I know he wasn't on the transfer list, but there's a few players we've had offers for that are not on the transfer list. And yeah, no one coming for Zaniolo, which for me tells you a lot about his performances so far. Oh boy, 3 minutes into 1 minute of injury time, we almost find ourselves behind. It's a big save from Lopez, important as well. Didn't parry it back into trouble, which is nice to see. Modric coming on for them, a little bit different from our subs, isn't it? We need to deal with this corner now. Kind of have. Come on, ref, how much longer are you going to give them? Win this ball back, please. Just hoof it clear. That'll do. That will do. Yeah, the nerves are jangling right now, guys. They really are. Still 1-1. Not long left to go in this one now, guys. And the ball's in the right area of the pitch, but the wrong team has it. Oh, thankfully that's gone out. It's starting, to be honest, to look like penalties. We've really cancelled each other out in this game, like we did in pre-season as well. Both the games against Madrid in pre-season were really tight. So, I mean, that is encouraging. It really is. He's Mancini now. Oh, he's wrong-footed his one defender. He didn't quite wrong-foot the other one, because that could have been. Oh, that could have been the cup as well. Mix-up in defence there. Come on, boys. If we put a good one in here, we have won this cup. Come on, Mancini, but it's the wrong Mancini. He has found Perez, though, who lines one up, but it's blocked. And I think we're going to be going. We are. Oh, boy. We're going all the way to penalties. Jeez, what a tight game that was. It was enjoyable to watch back, actually. You see the stats there of how close the game it actually was, and yeah, we're just going straight in. So Harry Kane up first. Oh wow, he's missed. I was not expecting Kane to miss. Come on, Veritat. Come on, lad, stick it away. He has as well. Our captain scores, Madrid's captain misses, and we're 1-0 up. Hazard up next. Oh, Lopez. Oh, you legend. I can't believe Hazard tried that, but what a save. I thought that had gone in. The youngster Gilani up next. Come on, lad. Oh, that was close, but it's just gone in. It was a decent penalty, that. He's Modric. He's not going to miss. Does exactly the same as Hazard, but it looks a lot better when it goes in. Spinazzola now next to face Courtois. And that's gone in as well. We're looking good here, guys. I think if we save this, it's over. Or if he misses, it's over. Come on, Lopez. Come on, Lopez. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, no. Alaba sticks away. Probably the best penalty of the shootout so far. Here's our boy Perez, and that anxiety on the fans. That's exactly what I'm doing right now in my seat watching this back. Come on, Perez. Oh, Courtois saved it. No. Oh, no. Isco up next against Lopez. Isco as the sub. He stuck it away as well. Oh, jeez. It's 3-0. I think, though, because Madrid going first, if we score this... And it's D'Angelo, the youngster. If he puts this away, he wins us the cup. Oh, he's done it as well. D'Angelo has done it. What a moment in his career. He's so young and so much pressure on his shoulders there. He's just stuck a penalty away against Courtois in a European Super Cup final to win the trophy. What a moment that is for the youngster. It weren't the greatest penalty in the world, but you know what, I do not care about that. He has just won us a European Super Cup. Can you believe it? The different emotions that you go through game to game in football. From getting absolutely trounced just 2 days ago against Inter Milan in the Super COPPA, we are now going out again in the UEFA Super Cup, and we're beating Real Madrid to lift the trophy. Oh my days. Oh my days. Wow. We're back in with an interview, guys. There is music playing over it as well, because these European nights keep getting copyright claims for music, even in the interview phases and things like that, so I hope you don't mind too much that it's there. But incredible drama. Did we deserve the win today? We did fight really hard for that, and the boys did do a great job. I think we deserved it in the end. It was a close game though, it really was. You did have to fight back after Odriozola scored. You know, we kind of had to hang in there, if that makes sense. It weren't really a fight back, because obviously we were in a lead, so that question doesn't really make too much sense. But yeah, we did have to hang in there. I felt that once he'd scored, that Madrid would probably go on and become stronger in the game. And Madrid made us work hard today. Well, of course they did. It was a really tough game, as expected, but we stuck to our task. We knew what we needed to do in order to win today, and we've done it, so extremely happy about that. And what a way to start the new season. Wow. Tell you guys that has worked wonders in restoring a bit of confidence about what this season is gonna have to offer for us. Yeah, to have a European trophy already is absolutely huge. So we're starting Serie A against Bologna, as you can see. These are the type of games at home that we're under a lot of pressure to deliver this season, because we saw already against Inter, probably against Juve. We struggle against Napoli anyway, and the games against Milan, they're all going to be really tough games. So you got Inter, AC, Juve, Napoli. Yeah, that's 8 games out the season where we're going to struggle to get anything, I feel, straight away. So these sort of games here, remember the aim is to be competing for European football again next season. That's my aim personally. as us looking in as an owner, that is the objective. We have to keep getting the Roma brand out there, and the best and the most recognised way of doing that is to be playing in European competitions. So we have to keep doing that. We have to keep reaching that goal in order to progress as a club. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure to collect maximum points from these games, especially at home this season. We didn't drop all that many points last season in the end, but it felt like majority of what we did drop was at home. That has to be fixed. Even though it's going to be harder to do so, it does have to be fixed. We have to be better at home. But other than that, really, yeah, we've got Bologna first. I think we'll play Spezia in this episode as well. That's the game up next. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm feeling much better, more confident going into this game now. But yeah, there is big pressure on these games to take maximum points because of how we're going to struggle against the other clubs with big reputations in the league this season. As like we say, has already been proven by Inter Milan. We competed against them well last season, but this season, 4-0. Let's just not talk about it. There is more prize money from the European Super Cup win. It's so nice now that we have one of those in the trophy cabinet as well. As for the team, let's just move back to the full first 11, the false 9. You just pretty much saw it, really. This is it. This is what we've got at the moment. You just saw it against Madrid. We've got Zaniolo, Mkhitaryan and Perez as the front three. Now, I've been questioning Mickey as centre-forward, but that was a massive, massive goal he got in that Madrid game. The midfield three we know picks itself. Spinazzola, Jesus, Mancini and Karsdorp is probably our strongest back line at the moment. Lopez, of course, in goal. This is what the bench is going to look like. I would like to find a way to get D'Angelo on there and Guidi, but there's better players in those positions at the moment. So yeah, this is it. This is what we got left. You just saw in terms of squad depth as well. We really light this season, so that's gonna be an issue as well. But at the moment, I would say that we are still in the position of being a selling club. And for your guys' information, I do not think that the transfer window has closed yet either. So there is potential that more players could still leave this club before the transfer window closes. We have had inquiries about Lopez. Who else was it? Spinazzola. That was in the last episode. You can go back and see why that may or may not have worked out. But this is what we have done so far. Bianda has left us. Corric's left us. Fazzato has left us. Florenzi gone to Wolves. Olsen gone to Leicester. Smalling to Atletico. Cliver also to Leicester. So there is big players with big reputations there already that have left the club. Financially, we're in a really strong position at the moment. But yeah, you see there, by the end of the competitive games this episode, that Spezia being the last one, before we play a game in the next one, thankfully the transfer window will be closed, and then we can think about what we do next to progress this club forward. I don't want to be hasty or do anything just yet, because we still might have more money yet to play with. As for the board objectives in-game, we got low priority on youth development, which is kind of ironic because that is our business plan for our personal goals. But yeah, that's low. High priority this season is to score at least one goal in 25 games. That, without Mayoral, without Dzeko, could be very, very difficult, because that's not asking us to score 25 goals. That's asking us to score a goal in 25 games this season. Continental success, high, reach the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't see that happening personally. domestic success is critical, and I would agree with that. Reached the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia. I didn't see the League One, but for me and for us personally, that's going to be to get into European football. Financial, they want us to gain 108 million. I think that was from shirt sales. I'm not too fussed about that myself. So really, we're going to be focusing on that critical priority to try and keep our job and keep this series going. But yeah, that's where we are. I suppose it's time now to focus in on this Bologna game. It's a big one. It's the season opener, of course. I'm thankful that we are at home for it. We could do with sending out some kind of statement here. I think that'll help me. It'll help the manager. It'll help the players in confidence. They should be quite high after beating Real Madrid. I mean, it's not every day you get to do that. And they're asking us straight away, can we challenge for the title this season? For me, there should be an answer there, a realistic one, because for me, we're nowhere near the title this season. But obviously, you can't say that. We didn't win the league last season. I don't think we'll be anywhere near the title this season. Is Diawara in line for an appearance? Of course he is. He's our best CDM in my view. I don't think he featured much in pre-season, but it has been a little while since I recorded the pre-season stuff, so I could be wrong about that actually. And how will we approach the game? We're going to have to make changes. We'll focus on the performance, and we won't underestimate Bologna. For me, yes, absolutely. That's just the way that I like to go about things. It's going to be more on the performance. For me, you get the performances right and the results will come. So that's one of my football beliefs. So with that out the way, it is now time for us to jump into the first Serie A game of the season, guys. And here we go, kicking off against Bologna for this first game of the Serie A season. We have gone as strong as we can possibly go, as you would imagine. It's the same side that has just beaten Madrid. For Bologna, they've gone with that 4-2-3-1 narrow formation, so I think there's going to be a lot of patience probably required today. I know how hard it is to break this system down. It used to be my favourite until we came across this 4-3-3, which I'm so thankful for this career mode for. I want to try and do different formations in different career modes, so it's not more of the same. Oh, that's nice. Referee. I cannot believe he's not received a booking for that, to be honest. What can Veritout do here? Do we go for a curler, or do we go and try and dip it under the bar? Under the bar it is, and oh my god, it's hit the post. I thought for a second that had gone in. Oh, that is so unlucky from the captain there. Zaniolo now to Veritout again. Diawara, oh, that's nicely through the gap. He's Mickey, can he get back on that left? He did, but it was snuffed out in the end. Maybe I should have hit it with a right, but positive start from us, guys. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing so far. We've dominated the ball, dominated the territory as well, and we've hit the post already, so really promising opening 10 minutes in this game. But this is where we have to focus right now. We have to be strong at the back. That's what we built the foundation of our success on last season. And with no real centre forward to speak of as such, I don't think we can rely on outscoring teams at the moment. And yeah, I think we tried a bit too hard there. Very, very unlike what we've been doing. Just running into trouble on a counter-attack there. This is not looking good. That's a very poor ball though. It's probably sent him way wider than he wanted to go there, but fair play to him, he's got a corner out of that. Must stay switched on here. Must stay switched on here. That's yours, Lopez, surely. He has got something on it. Oh my days. That was a decent effort from the Bologna man there. Wow, we've got to be careful on those set pieces. He's Mancini now. Into Diawara. just to the side of the midfielder there. Mickey's popped that off nicely. Perez is back on side now. He's Villar again. I wonder how he's going to perform without Mayoral in the team, you know. That's another question mark as well. They had such a great understanding. What we got going on now? Oh no, Torres out on the right. Mancini's trying to get out there, but he's not the quickest. He has done well there though, to be fair. Fair plays to him. Bologna, here they come once again. Turning back, that's well read. And can we get out now? We've got Zaniolo on the ball. Decent run being made by Mickey, and to be fair, that was a really good ball by Zaniolo. The only reason that hasn't reached his man is because of some really good defending. Diawara again showing his strength there. We've got to get him behind in these situations though, and we're just not doing that at the moment. We're just really not doing that. The build-up play is fine. It's just finding that piercing pass, the one that opens them up so we can get a look at goal. It's not really there at the moment, as I'm watching this game back with you a long time after it was recorded, so yeah, I'm learning myself here as well, guys. He's Villar now. Finally we get a little bit of a look. Perez comes in and he rolls that one in. The first time we found that kind of pass that I was on about, and we've gone 1-0 up. And Perez, who's making that place his own this season with good performances off the bench last season, he's rewarding that start with a goal. Great to see. He just makes a great darting run inside. No one goes with him, and it's just a nice calm little slotted finish past the keeper. You see it there. It looks like he's leathered it, but he's kept it down really well, controlled it rather than smashed it. And we take the 1-0 lead, and things look a lot better now because Bologna, they've not really threatened the goal as such other than that rebounded volley off the corner. So feeling pretty good at the moment, and that's Perez, obviously his first goal. He's our first scorer this season as well in Serie A, so great news for him. Powerful header that, wasn't it? Back out into their half, and it's going to be interesting. Will Bologna change anything? That's got to be offside, hasn't it? No, that for all the world looked offside to me. Apparently not. Lopez has done well there. Yeah, will Bologna change anything now? Now they've gone a goal down. Probably not yet, but you would expect that they might do before the game finishes. He's Mickey now into Veretout. Mickey's not continued his run now. Zaniolo's been picked out brilliantly there though. Took it a little bit too close to the line there. Can Veretout hit one? He can, but it's gone wide. But we're playing some real good stuff at the moment, guys. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. We're into the second half now, coming up to the hour mark. The game's been pretty dead. That what you just saw there is exactly what's been happening. Again, we've controlled territory. We've had quite a bit of ball, but we're still struggling to do anything with it. But this looks promising, and it's Perez again, just as I say that, making it 2-0. It is difficult though. I don't want to judge us on first game of the season, of course, especially against 4-2-3-1. I do struggle to play against that system. That's why I like using it myself. But yeah, we've been patient. We've been pretty solid, and we found another way in. And Perez is looking like he's going to be a really key player for us this season. It's a really nice finish on the left foot. And that is us now. I would say home and host, but I say that with bated breath because you just never know in football. But we're in a really commanding position now, and we really ought to go on to win this game. I think on the hour maybe we make some changes, get some young legs some game time now. It's just a matter of who and where, really. I don't want to upset the balance of the squad too much while we're in as much control as we are. I don't want to concede that control, if that makes sense. But this looks as good a place as any to get those changes on now. On the bench, you can see we have got Guidi today. Mancini's going to come on for Mkhitaryan. That just makes sense. Both Salvatore and Mancini need game time if they're going to succeed Mickey in the end. We can bring Carbone on because we're not defending too much at the moment, so I feel alright with that, and I think we just save the other sub at the moment. Don't really feel the need as such to bring anyone else on. So can we now, when the subs come on, oh, we did make another one in the end, sorry. I think D'Angelo's just came on. I don't know where the footage of that went then. There he is for Villar. That's going to be, like I said, in the next batch of recordings. If I'm not doing it already, I'm going to try and make him become our box-to-box replacement for Villar. But yeah, we've made our changes then. This is it now until the end of the game. Please don't concede a goal right now. There we go. At all, if we can help it, but especially after we've just made those changes. It's up to players like Veritat now to stand up and just know what we want. We're approaching the point in the game. For me, it's normally around 70-75 minutes if we are to up like this, where we manage the game from here. We don't really have to take any risks and risk the lead now, especially with the young players on the pitch as well. Here's Diawara, Veritat making the run. Zaniolo could get in behind here. You know, he's not the quickest, but oh, he's done well there though, and the finish is really, really poor in the end. He done so well to get into that position as well. We win the header in the middle though. He's Mancini now. Can he go past the man? He can't, but D'Angelo's done well. Picked that up nicely. Can he do anything now? Perez drops it back off. Mancini's making the run. I like to see that from him. He couldn't get the first one away. Second one's blocked as well. But he's getting into them areas. I really am a fan of the movement of Mancini. He's still, even at a young age, the best striker that we've got at the club for that kind of movement. That includes when Mayoral was there and Dzeko was there as well. He moves on his own. I really like that about him. Carbone's done really well there as well. If we need, we could just go back to the keeper there, but he chooses not to. Veritat picks it up now. That's a poor ball, but it was the right idea. And just 10 minutes to go in this one now. So a couple of minutes to go now, guys. We're well into the phase of just controlling the game now. We're doing it really well. Oh, this is a nice combination here from Zaniolo and Mancini. And that is a very nice goal and very promising signs there as well. I really enjoyed that. We'll see the replay. The movement and the passing and the combination, that reminds me of the sort of thing that we were seeing from Mayoral and Villar last season. That fills me with a bit of hope for both Mancini and Zaniolo, that they can strike up some kind of partnership and help each other really develop this season. We'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell on that one, but from my point of view, for a struggling Zaniolo there, and from Mancini, who we need to get game time to, those are very encouraging signs. And so is the fact that we've gone 3-0 up against Bologna. This was a high pressure game, like I said before the game, and we've come through it really, really well. So happy with that. The performance, the clean sheet, the goals, the patience that we showed as well to break that 4-2-3-1 down, the territory we had, the amount of ball we enjoyed, just all round. Perez again, brilliant today. A lot of standout performers actually in this one. But Perez would have to take the plaudits. But yeah, overall, very, very happy with that performance, guys, at home as well. Also, I should mention that the fact that we managed to get some of the youngsters a good half hour's worth of game time as well. And that, at the moment, has us sitting top of the league after one game, level with 3-0 winners of Sassuolo, which is impressive from them. Juve, Inter, probably a little bit more expected, but it's only game one. But that fills me with confidence going into the next game, which is, as you can see there, Spezia. Yeah, really, really good feeling coming out of that game. I didn't expect it to go quite as well as it did, if that makes sense. Especially when I saw that they were lining up in that 4-2-3-1. I was a little bit worried. I thought that we should probably control the game as we did. By the way, I wanted to put the stats up at the end of that game to show you guys, but it had music in the background. It's so annoying. They only managed 2 shots, 1 on target in that game. They had 35% possession of the ball, I think it was, to our 65%. We had 10 shots, something like 8 on target, so yeah, we really controlled that game. But the one thing that I was worried about going into this season more than anything was who is going to be the guy that regularly sticks the ball in the back of the net. That question's still got to be answered, if we're being honest. But yeah, it was good. It's filled me with confidence that we've managed to bag 3 goals. Now the Champions League, it's been drawn, as you can see. We've been dealt Celtic, Braga and Bayern in our group. Should we get out of that group, leave it in your leave that in the comments box. I want to put the pressure on myself and say that we've been dealt a decent group there. I think Bayern win the group, that's obvious. But I think on a good day that we can beat Braga and Celtic. I think it'd be between us and Celtic, who would be going through in second place. As for the other groups, you're seeing us flick through them now. Group D, Atletico, Spurs, Leverkusen and Moscow. Group E, Liverpool, Barca, Ajax, Moscow again. Group F, you saw there, G, Juve, United, Fenerbahce and Antwerp. I think we know who goes through there. Then Milan have been given Real Madrid, Marseille and Copenhagen, I think that is. So you can see that out of all the groups, there's not an easy one. It's night and day, the difference in quality in the group phase between the Champions League and the UEFA League, so the Europa League, sorry. So yeah, I think out of everyone we could have got, I think we've been given a pretty nice group, if I'm being honest, to be able to get out of that. We'll have to wait and see how it pans out, but for now we've got Spezia. Again, I don't think really we should be going any less than full strength. This is an away game. It's 4-3-3 their version, the flat version, versus ours. I would say that I'm pretty confident that if we stick with our midfield 3, that we control the midfield there. I think we should win this game. It's just, do we make any changes? You see Zaniolo's a bit tired. Perez too. Reluctant to drop Perez out of the team after he did score the winning goals for us in the last game. Veratout's feeling it a little bit, but he's the club captain, so I'd be reluctant to take him out as well. Let's have a look. At this point, if I was doing it now, I think I would just leave things as they are after such a good performance. But yeah, who knows what I thought there. Salvatore's going to come in for this one from the get-go. That's a bit of an interesting decision. He does need game time because obviously Mancini, what the hell? Mancini played in the last game, even though it was only for the half hour. Gilani is going to come in just because Zaniolo is that little bit tired. I think if I was doing it now, that probably would have been a sub at some point during the game. I'm a bit worried now that I'm probably going to take out Veritaut and put Pellegrini in. We're going to put Guidi on the bench, so Zaniolo's completely dropped for this one. Yeah, maybe we were feeling a little bit overconfident, I want to say, after the result last time out, to go so heavy here. We could be made to pay for this, you know. This is the thing that I do like about batch recording, is the fact that it gives me enough time to forget the results of the games, and I can just watch it unfold with you guys. Yeah, I did make that change. I was worried that I would. We pretty much took out everyone. That's had a bit of energy gone. We're hovering here like we might take Diawara out, which would mean Cristante will come in as well. I'm liking the fact that we have left Perez in, but there's a lot, by the looks of it, a lot of deliberation here about do we drop out Diawara or bring in Cristante, or do we leave that as it is? And in the end, we don't, I can confirm, take Diawara out, which is a really good thing. But now we're hovering over Lopez, like we might give Morelli a game, and I'm not too sure about that decision if that happens. We've already dropped Mancini and put Carbone in as well. Oh wow, we've done it as well. This is all to do, guys, with the pressure from us as owner of the club, wanting to develop these young players as quickly as we can. But I'm a bit worried that we've overlooked Spezia, if I'm being honest. Okay, so one thing is for sure is that we're about to find out now, have we overlooked the threat that Spezia could deliver to us? I'm not going to lie, if we had our full strength 11 out there that we took on Bologna with, I would be feeling quietly confident that we're going to pick up the win in this one. But with the rotations that we've made, there's a huge responsibility on the youngsters today. Carbone in the centre when he's really, oh Jesus already, when he's really registered, obviously, as we know, as left back or right back. Oh, this is nice though. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it through. Yeah, with the Salvatore, he's going to be tasked with getting the goals today. But realistically, I think we might be having to rely on Perez to deliver again. Diawara's got a big role to play today because obviously we've got Morelli in goal, we've got Carbone at centre back. So his shielding prowess is going to be huge today. On the ball, we need to win the midfield battle, which we've not done so far. Opening 10 minutes, Spezia are having much more of the ball than I would like them to have. That's good from Karsdorp though, but then it's given away again. Oh, well done Carbone there. Oh, he's played that out beautifully as well. I see some support for Salvatore from Pellegrini. He's picked him up brilliantly as well. Oh wow, we're 1-0 up. Our first attack. We are 1-0 up and it's Salvatore getting the assist, but Karsdorp has got a lot to thank young Carbone for there. Winning the ball, getting it into Salvatore. Salvatore waits, picks the right pass, and then Pellegrini waits and waits and waits, and he finds that corner beautifully, and that has settled my nerves tremendously, actually. Oh, we needed that so bad because Spezia have made a good start to the game. They've put a couple of decent crosses in. We did play ourselves into trouble, like I said, until Carbone took over that. Yeah, 1-0 up against the run of play, you got to say, but I'll take it. I will definitely take it. And since that goal went in, guys, honestly, not too much has happened. We haven't had an awful lot of the ball, I'm not going to lie. That's been dominated by Spezia. At this point though, they're not really creating anything with it, so that's a bonus, and Pellegrini so unlucky not to extend our lead there. That's been the best moment since the goal, not just for us but for them as well. And yeah, in the end it's a pretty comfortable save from the keeper, but can we do anything with a corner just before half time? The answer to that is no, but at the moment the best that I can say is we're getting the job done. That's pretty much, that's the top and bottom of it at the moment. Good goal from Pellegrini at a good time as well, allowed us to settle ourselves, but we've not settled into the game and controlled it. I thought we might win the midfield battle today, but we're not. We need to fix that before the second half. which we are in now, and we've broke out quite nicely here, but Spezia again have started where they left off, but Perez has just gone and settled any nerves whatsoever now with that second goal. We needed that badly. Hopefully now that means that we can go ahead and we can control the ball, can control the territory as well. He's going to be huge for us this season, Perez. It's going to be a huge season for him personally as well. He got a huge upgrade from being an impact sub. He's making just as big an impact start in the games now as well, which is great to see. He's rapidly becoming one of our senior players, I would say, in terms of his performances. We're relying heavily on what he's providing from that right wing at the moment. And thankfully at the moment he's delivering for us as Spezia get the game underway again. Yeah, we're 2-0 up now though, so even though we're not playing that well, I suppose you could say this has been an away performance. We've got our goals. All we need to do now, which is a big ask. We still, remember, got Carbone and Morelli in goal and in at centre back, so it's not a gimme, a clean sheet here at all. And if they get one early, then it becomes an extremely nervy game again, so we have to deal with this. Villar's running around trying to get close to his man at the moment. Thankfully he's forced them out pretty wide. But again, this is what they've been doing. They've been dominating the ball, but yeah, it's not been useless possession, but they're finding it hard to find a route to goal. And as I say that, they have one there, and that's pretty much one of the first times that Morelli's touched the ball, and we're over an hour into the game, so yeah, we're doing alright in that respect. We're looking pretty solid, which we're going to have to do away from home. And there you see the possession stats. They are dominating the ball. But we're dominating the stat that matters at the moment. And this would be a big 3 points, actually, in terms of the lineup that we've put out. And the performance that we've put in as well, if I'm being fair. He's Pellegrini. That might be a little bit too late for Perez there. I think it was just offside, and it is time now to go to the bench, and I reckon a couple of changes. Gilani, he's played pretty well, to be honest, again, but he's starting to look a little bit jaded. Pellegrini, we could bring off and put D'Angelo there, possibly. Perez, I'm going to give a rest to because he's so key to us. So Guidi will come on for him. And I'm thinking maybe D'Angelo for Pellegrini. Why are we looking at shape here? This I'm hoping is something to do with my pad. Yeah, this is odd. Well, I don't know why that was in there, guys. We don't change shape, and we are going to make the change that I was thinking was probably the logical one. Just get D'Angelo some game time. It's in his natural position. We don't need to bring Villar off, so until we start training him to be a box-to-box midfielder, I feel like this would make sense. Maybe he can strike up a partnership with Salvatore, Gilani as well. These are the future of the club, so yeah, well, let's see how this goes. We're not going to make the third change this time. They're going to make some changes themselves as well by the looks of it. So 20 minutes to go. Let's see how we get on now. We're finishing this game with a lot of young players on the pitch. We got Morelli on, Carbone's on, Guilani's still on, D'Angelo's on now, Guidi's on, Salvatore's on, so a lot of young players on the pitch at the moment. This is exactly what we want as owner of the club. Obviously, this is our business plan unfolding right here. But we need to just make sure of this result. Good positioning. Carbone has had a brilliant game today. Absolutely unreal. Jesus again as well, by the way, has had a really strong game. He's really helped, I believe, Carbone. This could be nice here. Oh, Salvatore stuck that one away. The pass, I believe, was from D'Angelo as well. And there is the link up between the youth players to make this game 3-0 as well. It's nowhere near as deserved as the 3-0 we got at home, but it could be that we're on for another clean sheet, another 3 goals, another youth player on the score sheet, another one getting an assist, 6 of them on the pitch to finish the game. And you've got to say, in terms of what we're doing at the moment, this is a really, really good display once again. I think that will be Salvatore's first goal of the season. It is indeed. And yeah, really, really happy with the way that today's gone as well. Didn't see it coming when we put the lineup together. I was actually a little nervous, but we've done really, really well here today. So happy with what we've managed to achieve. And yeah, long may this continue. That's 2 games now, with no goals conceded, 6 goals scored. Perez on the score sheet again today. Like I said, all the youth players have come on, done really well. Carbone, strong game. Morelli, clean sheet. Salvatore, goal. D'Angelo, assist. Yeah, it's been a really, really good day. Salvatore got himself an assist as well, remember, for Pellegrini's goal. So yeah, great day at the office for us today. Could have been a better display, but the end result, I'll take it. And we'll leave that one in there, Pellegrini's goal for you. And right guys, while we take the press conference, I'm going to take this time to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for coming back if that's what you've done. Thank you for being here if it's your first time. I appreciate all of you more than you know. It really does mean a lot to me, this. I'm loving this series. I can't wait to go ahead now and make the next one. But until that time guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.